Good Morning Night Vale is brought to you by The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine, a new independently produced and crowdfunded 10-episode original audio drama. Set in a deceptively familiar world of electronic surveillance and machine-mediated communication, The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine follows Lydia Ryan and her friends, lovelorn Ethan and wannabe internet sensation Dee, as they struggle to unravel the mystery of her mother's disappearance. Escape the sinister Fontaine family, and survive the feud over her grandfather's supernatural legacy. It weaves bitter family drama and high-stakes intrigue with fantasy and cyberpunk elements to create a surreal mystery about secrets and grudges, old books, big data, and the promise of infinite knowledge. And do not forget the talking birds. It's a full-cast production with original music and a bespoke soundscape presented through a series of found-footage-style surveillance recordings. And it's important to note, this show was made entirely without generative AI. Even the computers are voiced by human actors. Episodes are free, and you can start listening right now with the Season 1 finale due to come out on August 16th. For more information, go to lydiadisappears.com. and find The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine wherever you get your podcasts and start listening from the beginning.
Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
I sing the body electric. I grasp the body organic.
I miss the body remembered.
Good morning, Night Vale.
Hey, everybody. It's us again, and it's me, Symphony, and I'm just a person who can't read.
And I'm just a Hal who can't say no.
And I am a Meg who can read and can say no, but never says no to reading. And we are here, as we are, convened together across the internet. We've convened this group of this coven of Night Vale performers to talk to you about a show that you've listened to before and remember fondly or not so fondly. And we've come here together in our coven to talk about it.
And this episode's description of numbers is some strange new developments at the local number station WZZZ, plus an update on former intern Dana, tips on how to get out of a geographical loop, and constant press conferences from outgoing Mayor Pamela Winchell. You guys, I always thought of it as Wiz as I read it. Not WZZZ as Wiz, but he says WZZZ, so. But I read it as Wiz.
You can pronounce it as Wiz. I think they would like that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Great.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about, number stations, huh?
This one kind of made me sad.
Yeah. Oh, this one guts me.
Poor Faye.
Poor Faye.
Faye.
You go through this nice journey with her because she's like cute. Like, first of all, she's just numbers, and then she's like singing, and then she goes away.
She doesn't get out. Yeah. When this episode was being made, I remember the ending was different. And then they decided to go with this ending, which completely guts you. And the original ending didn't completely. Like, I feel like I was complete. I heard it the first way. I was completely gutted, and then I didn't know I could be gutted even more. And then they changed it, and Yeah, and I just both large intestine and small intestine.
Completely
Upon the
eviscerated.
floor. Yeah. But yeah, in the original ending, just gonna give you some behind the scenes. In the original ending, you hear her come back for just a second, and she sings, "I am a champion.
Aww.
You're gonna hear me roar." Just for like a small second, but then they made the decision to go without her coming back for a second.
Hey.
Oh, Faye. Oh.
Can we talk for a second about number stations? Because
Yes.
in the intro in the book, Joseph talks about them being unquestionably a thing that exists, which they are. I just want to read a little bit about them,
Okay.
if I may.
Please.
So a number station, which is an actual thing, is a shortwave radio station, and it broadcasts formatted numbers. Sometimes it's Morse code. Sometimes it's just tones, like doing a song or something like that. The most common explanation of which is that it's a way to broadcast messages to intelligence officers in other countries. And they use speech synthesis a lot of times to vocalize numbers. Sometimes you have phase shift keying. And there is an example on the Wikipedia page that is a recording of the Lincolnshire poacher interval signal followed by a coded transmission of 5 numbers, 02588. And it sends shit like as I'm reading about it, just the goosebumps on the back of my neck. But these started in World War I, and they believe the first listener was the Archduke Anton of Austria, and those were transmitted in Morse code. So sometimes it is someone reading numbers, someone or something reading numbers. Sometimes it's just Morse code, but they are like bizarre, and you can find them all around the world.
See, this is goddamn journalism, y'all.
Yeah, I think it's really smart. It's a great way because it's like you can just be transmitting something, and anyone who has access to the frequency through shortwave can listen to it without leaving a trail that they're listening. So
Yeah.
like that's not clocking their listenership. It's just they can tune into it and get there without giving up their position. Although if you had a second point from that, you could triangulate where they were. Anyway, but yeah, so they use it in the show The Americans.
Yeah, I never watched that with Carrie, whatever.
Yeah,
Carrie Russell.
Yeah.
Carrie Russell and Matthew Rhys, real life couple.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they met on the show.
Oh, that's how you do it, showmance.
It's a showmance. I ran into her in a coffee shop in Brooklyn, and she is even prettier in person.
Oh, cool. That's always fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She was fun. Actually, it's a funny story because I was there with Joseph. We were getting coffee, and Bobby Cannavale was there, who's also a celebrity. And I was like, ooh, celebrity sighting, Bobby Cannavale. And then he starts talking to this lady who's also really pretty, and they had just run into each other. And I was like, oh, fuck, it's Carrie Russell. So it's like, oh, 2 celebrities are just like running into each other in Brooklyn. It was a chance. I got to witness their chance meeting.
Oh, like you're at the zoo.
Yeah. I was like, oh, look, they interact. Stars are just like us. They run into people at coffee shops.
I bet they poop.
Oh, no. They don't poop.
No, that's true. They're not allowed. Just both of you go to the Wikipedia entry for number station and listen to the sample. I'm going to put it in. For those of you who want some inside baseball, we work on off of a Google Doc. So I'm going to put it into the Google Doc right now at the very top. I'm going to put it. I'm just going to move that down. There it is. I want you to click on that, and you'll both have headphones on. And when I say go, I want you to play it, and then I'm going to paint a scene for you, and I want to see how frightened you get.
Okay.
So let me know.
Let me just check real quick and make sure it's coming through my headphones.
Okay.
Okay, number station.
Let's do a headphones test.
So Lincolnshire Poacher.
Okay, so don't play it yet.
Okay.
Meg, is your sound coming through?
It is not coming through my headphones because we're going to do this is we're going to
Your headphones are, okay, you're putting out another pair. I swear this is worth it for me. Plus you get all this great sound of zippers. So, like, who knows what's going on?
Me unzipping the cable for my headphones.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Meg is plugging her headphones in. Just needs a second. There This is totally going to be worth it. Okay, we can hear you.
I can't make it work.
So
okay, this is just for you, Symphony.
Okay.
So let's all watch Symphony. All right, Symphony, are you ready?
Yeah. Ready?
All right, press. I want you to imagine that you're driving down like a desert road.
Okay.
Like you're driving through New Mexico, and it's one of those areas where there are no lights.
Yeah.
So it's completely dark.
Yeah.
So it's just your headlights lighting the way.
I don't have good night vision.
And you have your glasses on, and then behind you, like you can see in the rearview mirror. You just look back there to see if there are any cars.
Okay.
And as this is playing, a gray-head alien slowly, just rises from your back.
I'm getting like a weird. Okay, hold on.
All right, press play. Go ahead and press play. This is a 20-second clip. We've set the stage. Yeah, she's making a very confused face right now. That is what these stations are. And then the numbers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then the number. Oh. Yeah, it's bizarre.
Weird.
So that is what that is. They're not like 24/7 broadcasting. And what it is like you hear like do 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 do, and then you hear a computerized voice go 0, 2, 5, 8, 8.
But it's all still really
0,
staticky.
2, 5, 8, 8. Because it's and then that's it. So and then that's the broadcast happened at like specific times. And there's a group called Enigma that task themselves with like classifying all these. So they code all of them. So the name of that station is called E03. Mm-hmm. So the E means that it's in English.
Okay.
So if it was G, it would be in German. Then there's Slavic languages. V is all other languages. There's Morse code and there's polytone. Like, oh my gosh. Oh, I don't. And there's something familiar about it, but I don't remember ever really hearing one before.
It's because you're a sleeper.
Oh, is that why? Would I like to buy a deck of cards or whatever is from the original Manchurian Candidate? Am I the Manchurian Candidate?
Yes.
Oh no.
Dang
well,
it.
now I'm aware of it. Can I still be?
No.
Anyway, they're very bizarre phenomenon that we're not really like. There's been no official that is what these are for, but the generally accepted excuse is that they are used for communicating with counterintelligence people.
That's creepy.
But it's so creepy, so scary. And so taking that premise as Joseph talks about and making it, what if this person who's just reading numbers or this machine that just reads numbers, what would happen if they all of a sudden became sentient and tried to break free?
Yeah.
And so much of this episode rests on Molly's performance, and it's great. She's so talented as a performer and she's very dedicated to whatever she's doing. She really like locks it in a very
She really does.
method way, and she does that here beautifully.
Yeah, specifically in the paragraph where she's talking about describing freedom.
Yeah.
I've thought her performance was just strong throughout the whole episode, but during that part, it was like, I really feel like this is a computer that wants to be free, or that this is a person that wants to be free. And like, I can like, yeah, you really, really feel that coming from her, which I think is not easy to do when you don't have a lot to work with. And a lot of what you're working with is numbers.
Right.
And you're kind of working without a great deal of direction or any direction and just turning in audio. And she really does it. She really finds it in the words. It's a heartbreaking performance.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, and that's all I can keep thinking of. Like, I mean, it's interesting to hear the journey, like all the way through from her going from just like a regular computer, just reading numbers, to finding some sentience, and is like, singing, and is like, discovering this new life, and what does that mean, and is someone listening, and what do you call them, and all that stuff. It's very Little Mermaid,
Yeah.
And that maybe that's it too, is that the innocence of this new consciousness is just like so endearing. It's just so endearing, and to feel that like taken away at the end is just like so callously, I guess, like so just like swiftly, like there's no explanation for it. We don't know who did it. Obviously it's done remotely, and it's sad. It's very sad because you just wanted them to have what they wanted, which was freedom and to just be themselves. There's other sad stuff that goes on in this episode too, because I feel like Pamela Winchell's thing is really sad too.
Yeah, she's seeing the end of her term.
Oh,
and it's bumming her out. Yeah.
She pops all those balloons.
Yeah. Yeah, this episode has a lot of stuff in it. There's lots of plot things that are happening. There's lots of like very like standard Night Vale things that are happening. There's that Hulu ad.
Oh, that's my
favorite. Update about Dana.
Hulu.
So good.
We get an update. We get an update about like the presence of Lauren and Daniel at the station.
Right.
So we're like getting Strex plot. We're getting Dana plot. We're getting like mayoral plot. And and that funny ass Hulu ad.
That's okay.
And the man in the tan jacket.
Oh, right. He came in for 10 to 15 minutes because there was like a second of a pause. And then he was like, oh, did you just remember? I was like, because I was like listening, but again, I wasn't reading along. So that like little second of a break. And then once I noticed it, then he started talking about the man in the tan jacket. And I was like, oh, dang it. No, I didn't miss. Oh, haha. That's what the device is.
Yeah, and then Cecil describing what the man in the tan jacket was saying and what he was doing there, and that all just dissolves.
Yes.
So it's just like you can feel it leave Cecil's mind, which is really cool, which is what that man in the tan jacket does.
Hulu.
Oh, God. Download episodes of that pitch. They used that joke a couple times so far, and I love it. Just stay tuned for another episode of or whatever. After the second Democratic debate, somebody tweeted Marianne Williamson thing where they were like, this next question is for Marianne Williamson. What do you think about the economy? And then it's just a video, which I guess is a meme that I was not aware of a black cat with like the light shown at its eyes, so its eyes are glowing. And it's clearly in the video, it's going like, meow, meow, meow. But they've dubbed it over, so every time it opens its mouth, you just hear static. So it's just like, and I was sitting in here in my living room, and I was watching TV, and Jennifer was in the bedroom, and I heard her laughing so hard just at the video of the cat making the static noise that I had to come see what it was. And it's like she was watching a 6-second video on a loop. Just the cat making static noise was the funniest thing.
That is actually some memes like that, like little, I don't even know if it's called, it's not a GIF, right? It's a meme if it has sound too, right?
It's
little things like that.
Yeah.
That's why I like
it's a video.
That's why I like TikTok.
It's like a TikTok.
That's why I like TikTok.
Yeah.
Because it's like funny and like, it's like 1 second. It's so stupid. It's like why we love Vine, why we loved Vine, you know?
It plays with the brevity. Yeah. It's
Get out of my car!
I'm in me mom's car. Get out me car. Vroom, vroom. I like, Symphony, I like your TikTok. When you're wearing 2 hats.
It's winter, bitch.
It's winter, bitch. That's a fun TikTok. If you're out there on the talk, find Symphony Sanders starring in It's Winter, Bitch, the TikTok.
It's on Jeffrey Craner's.
Yes, it's on Jeffrey Craner's TikTok.
Because he's a real TikTok master, you know?
Yeah.
A real TikToker.
I know that we're like 700 million years away from the election, and we, Marianne Williamson debate thing just happened in our world.
Yeah.
It made me very excited as a comedian, because there's just what's one of the great things about big circus elections in the political system is just like there's so many fun jokes to be made, to be shared, to be laughed at. It's I wonder if it is like it's definitely not a distinctly American thing, but we really do lampoon our politics. And I think that's one of our great traditions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although some people can't take a damn joke. You know who I mean.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. I mean, it's not funny. This political situation that we're in is very difficult, which is why at this early juncture, I am going to be supporting Marianne Williamson because she's a witch and America needs a witch. Can you imagine if I was like just fully like just behind her, just like, you know what?
Yeah.
I think we should do it, guys. Listen, Bernie is talking that the only thing that we can do is have a revolution. And I think he's right. And that revolution is Marianne Williamson.
Oh, God. Save us all.
Oh, gosh.
Girlfriend, you were so on. Anyway. This episode's going to air in like 3 weeks. Things will be totally different by then.
Totally different.
Completely different. Who even knows?
Yeah. Hello, future us. Hope you're still there.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, a ton of stuff happens in this episode, along with the growth of the character of Faye, because she breaks in and is instantly likable with the singing, because like who hasn't just like really belted it out
Right.
to a song like that? I mean, Roar is like it fucking slaps. That song is a shout in your car kind of song.
Yeah.
As well as this episode is very much of its time because it has Roar and then it has the fun song We Are Young.
That
Oh,
song
remember
also
that?
makes me very sad.
Yeah.
I always think of it like, we are young. You know? Because you're like, it's a blaze of glory sort of song, you know? Like, you're young for this one night, you know? And then you have to go back to like, you have to go to your responsibilities and do all this stuff. You're like, but it's like tonight, you know, you're young. Set the world on fire. You've got this, you know?
Fire.
We get fire.
Then the sun.
Oh,
And then all of a sudden you're 35 and you take acid reduction pills so that you can fall asleep without crippling heartburn from eating anything you've just eaten.
yeah, I'm about to
And that's
do
the
that.
fire you're talking about. Is let's set your esophagus on fire. You've eaten acid.
Yeah.
Take your CVS brand ranitidine. 'Cause we are 35.
It's life, baby.
Yep.
It's life.
I'm not going to set the world on fire anymore. At least not on purpose.
Nor I, Fred. Nor I.
Yeah.
So we had talked about this in the last episode about the more guest parts coming into the show.
Yeah.
And this is another example of that. We get a guest part. A whole character gets developed, pulled from thin air, does not exist in this universe before, and now all of a sudden is here with a lot to say. So yeah, that's something that is stylistically new that is happening in our overall structure right now.
Yeah, but I think this character of Faye has become a favorite of fans, and luckily we've been able to have Molly Quinn be in the live shows as well.
Yep.
And so that's always a wonderful experience.
Yeah, it's interesting what they do with this. What they do with what Faye becomes, or how Molly continues to work in this world with us. Because, yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
And then, it's also something to think about when looking at the first Megan Wallaby episode too, because that is another computer talking to you episode where the person gets out. You know,
Right.
things work out a lot better for Megan than they do for Faye.
I would not want to have a laptop in Night Vale.
Oh, because it could be all sorts of
I know.
crazy.
Hey, Hal, good morning. I turned your shower on extra hot to burn your skin off so you can be computer like me. I love you. No, don't do that, computer. Too bad. Should not have had Google Home. Dum-dum. Computer out.
This is what happens when you accept the privacy policies.
By the way, I sent all of your pictures you ever took into the cloud. Computer, you did it again, you beautiful bastard. Computer is a messy bitch who loves drama.
I know. I was like, your computer is like shady.
My computer just overheats.
Right. Your computer's going through menopause.
My computer is going through menopause. It really is.
Leave computer alone for a while.
Put computer in freezer.
Give computer vodka and loose joint.
True.
True story.
If that's what menopause is all about, I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I look boldly out to the horizon towards menopause, and I'm like, well, it has its benefits, you know. There's the whole pausing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like pausing of like being able to have a baby.
Shouldn't it be called menostop?
Yeah, because you like seriously are
Yeah.
going to stop.
Yeah, like it's not pausing unless you like magically think I'm gonna like become fertile again at like 110.
What about
you-
menolution?
Menolution.
You're taking the next step. Speaking of taking the next step, should we take the next step?
Let's take the next
Yes.
step into the weather. What do you say?
Let's do it. Up next, we're going to have a conversation with our good friend and someone who I call my little sister. I don't know if she still would let me do that, but it's Molly Quinn. First, we're going to have a conversation about this episode's weather, which is Keep It Coming by
Send 'em Scylla.
Set of
I was
Scylla.
waiting for Hal to just try it.
I had to think for a second. I was like, yeah, sorry, Senum.
Which is
So I said of Selim.
all is mine spelled backwards.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's how we get that name. I learned from my Googling.
That is neat.
Oh, it's a cool piece of music.
I
I
the
like that
sample.
when it started, it made me think of like an 80s commercial. The initial like melody and like singing, just like the general tone of it made me think of like an 80s commercial. And then I was like, oh, it's going to be a hip hop song. And then I was like, oh yeah, you know, I like my rap musics. And then my favorite part of the song is this happens in hip hop sometimes, and it always cracks me up when they're like, that's it. And it's the end of the song.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to announce your departure. It's not an airport.
No.
That's
But
right.
Why not? Why not? I like the song. I think it's fun. I like when we get some raps in our weather. I love the song it's sampling. The song it's sampling is Valerie Simpson's Keep It Coming. Valerie Simpson is part of a writing duo that wrote such hits, such absolute hits as Ain't No Mountain High, Ain't No Valley Low, Ain't No River Wide. So yeah,
Keep me from
she's still
you.
alive. Her writing partner's dead though. Keep it coming.
It was good. I really enjoyed it. I don't know. I always enjoy a little hip hop. Plus, I was, like I said, not at home listening. So I was like out in public. And I'm one of those people that I can't, if I hear good music, it's very difficult for me to not like move along with it. So I'm like bopping my head a little bit. And then I start like shuffling my feet around, you know? So it's just all very, it's very obvious about what's going on inside my headphones.
It makes you groove.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't scared. I ain't ashamed.
Yeah, it's a good piece of music. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Send Scylla retired from music in 2014.
Oh.
Come back, Senum. You still have work to do.
No, he was really like, that's it.
He's like, I'm leaving this song and the music industry. Yeah.
He's
they're
like,
like-
yeah, and I retire. And then they
And they're like, keep it
left.
coming. He's like, no, seriously, I'm retired.
No, I'm done.
Yeah.
What part of that don't you understand?
Stop coming after me with this microphone.
Stop chasing me around town with a microphone. I said I was done. Respect my privacy.
Well, thanks for your contribution, Senum.
Yes, many thanks.
Stay right there. Good Morning Night Vale will return after a brief break.
All right, let's welcome to Good Morning Night Vale the guest voice from this episode, Molly Quinn, whose voices Faye, voice of the number station in this particular episode. Welcome, Molly.
Thanks, guys.
Hi, Molly.
Hey, I love y'all.
I feel like
We love you so
I
much.
feel like
you.
we should have like a clapping track or something there anytime, because I get so excited and I'm like in my house, like just like air clapping behind my microphone.
I mean, I think I envision that as my clap track anyway, so it's perfect.
We'll make sure to add that going forward.
Yeah.
I feel like, the warm welcome to the chat zone of Good Morning Night Vale.
I'm going to start looking up soundboards so we can really just pepper some stuff in there.
Sounds
Oh
great.
my God. I thought you said you're going to start licking soundboards, and I was like, that just seems like unnecessary private information that I don't understand.
Listen, Molly,
That's what Hal Lublin's into.
when don't kink shame me, number one. Number two, when I encounter a soundboard, I have to let the soundboard know I'm in charge, or else it's going to walk all over me. And that's, you lick the soundboard. I learned that from the dark web.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
I'm glad to know
learn
that.
so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving forward.
You can learn so much about things from your mouth.
Here we go.
Great. So on the focus and track of this show, so Molly, how did you become involved with this? How did you end up being in this episode? How did we get you here right now in this moment?
Well, I mean, I think what happened was I was doing Thrilling Adventure Hour with Hal and all those guys, and I heard Mark Evan Jackson and Mark Gagliardi talking about this crazy new podcast that they had done in New York. And I got really jealous that they had done something that I hadn't done. Because I'm insane, and was like, hey, what are y'all talking about? This and that. And they told me, welcome to Night Vale. It's really, kooky and fun and unlike anything else. And I started looking it up, and I found Joseph on Twitter. Was my main point of contact. And then I just kind of obsessively tweeted at him asking if I could be on the show. And yeah, we clicked. And the first time I met you guys was playing an intern, like I think a lot of people start out as, at the LA show at what's the name of that theater that we did all our shows?
Largo.
At the
Largo. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was wild. I felt like a deer in the headlights, but I was scared and I wanted more.
I remember it was a command performance. You had a big, beautiful death as your intern.
That's right. Yeah, I fell on the stage.
Wow.
Yeah. People talked about that. I remember because I was sad that I wasn't in those shows that were happening in LA. I had the same thing you did because I wasn't doing those shows, but I heard after the fact that you did it and that your death scene was like a showstopper. And that's still, I feel like still that's something we talk about from time to time. So you're that performance is in the pantheon, the Hall of Fame of Night Vale.
Whoa, I didn't know that. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, and you were an intern in the live show. You are Faye in the voice of the number station in this, and then you go on to play Melanie in future episodes and iterations. So you've had several different things you've gotten to lend your vocal talents to.
Yeah, and each one has been awesome. I love having the opportunity to do those live shows and then getting to, tour with you guys. That's just something that, hey, Pikachu, chill. that you don't get to do. I don't know many, young performers coming up, trying to be in the arts who actually get opportunities to do this type of traveling show. We hear about it, we read about it. It's our roots. But it's slowly slipping away. And for me, I love the history of entertainment, getting an opportunity to tread the boards, I guess, in that way, and with you guys and with doing a progressive show, in so many ways, it checked boxes that I didn't even know could be checked. Honest to God, working with you guys and touring especially, has been the most fulfilling work I've done.
Oh, wow.
That's very nice.
I really loved having you on tour. That's so sweet. Yeah, I mean, you bring so much to the table from an acting and performance perspective, but also in just a like good dude to hang out with on tour perspective. So I'm glad that I'm glad that you enjoyed the experience, because we always enjoyed having you with us.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad, because I was always a little, like, I love you, Meg, but I was always rightly a little terrified of you. Like rightly, like, you had to keep everyone in shape. And I mean, guys, I did a lot of growing up on those tours. I think my first hangover was on the first tour.
It had nothing to do with me.
Symphony, it had everything to do with you.
Yeah,
I
now the
reject
truth.
that. I am a good influence.
You're the best influence. It was the best. Like, it was. I don't think a hangover gets any better, like if it can be good. And then even the experience of like having like, it was my turn to drive the next morning. And I was like, I'm not a baby. Like, I'm not going to, and I know that I could have asked for like someone else to drive, but I was like, I'm up, I'm getting in the shower, I'm not going to eat anything. And I'm driving this damn van. I love every memory that I have with you guys.
The nitties and
I remember
the gritties.
I remember confidently being like, well, Molly can drive, it's fine. Like, she'll do it. And you did. You were just like, sure.
I mean, it was awesome. Like, there was no coddling. And I think, especially up to that point, and maybe because people were trying to be nice or just working on a network show, there was maybe a little too much coddling. Like there wasn't. I don't want to say I wasn't trusted, but I don't think people trusted me, to like get places on time and to like do things as like part of a group. And I mean, shit, I didn't even know if I could until being with you guys. I mean, it gave me so much confidence to be like, no, I can do this, and I can work with these people and party with these people and get up on time and all that jazz.
Yeah. And you did. And I think we had such a wonderful time traveling around the country and just exploring and seeing some amazing places and performing. Mm-hmm. And it was really an honor to have you with us. And every time I get to see you in LA, it's very much like family, right? You don't see each other all the time, but when you do, it's like wonderful.
You don't have to. Yeah. It's like, I would love to see all of you more, but I think that is kind of the true definition of family. Like, we keep in touch, we respect each other and what we're doing. And when we can make time to see each other, we do, because I think we also understand that, like, just because like you come to LA, if you're busy, like, and don't have time to see me, like, I'm not going to get upset at that, because like, I know that like we're best friends and that we like have that mutual like love for each other.
Definitely.
Not so much for Hal. I never see him. But no,
That's true. Yeah.
I do feel that way, which I don't know, is just, it's refreshing. It's yeah.
I kind of want to dig into Faye a little bit. Number one, I want to know what the recording, because we're talking about doing the shows on the road and getting to be with each other, which is a whole different energy than when you're recording stuff for an episode, which I assume is you by yourself with a microphone and knowing Joseph and Jeffrey very little direction.
Yeah.
So what was that process like for you?
It's a really cool question. I was thinking about it today when I was re-listening to the episode. I remember like when they sent me the script, I read it and I was like, this is special. Like, there's like a magic like woven into these words. And at the time I was recording a TV show at Nickelodeon called Winx Club, an animated show. And so I had the ability to ask them to like go in and record there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool.
I was like, hey, like this is like 3 pages long. Like, no one's going to be like coming in to direct me. Like, would you guys mind if I came in with one of the engineers and, just gave them like a really clean track? And they were like, yeah, of course, like no problem. Which now I think just how awesome that was. 'Cause it was a little Yeah, like that doesn't happen. And there are so many things that I kind of just assumed happened. And now I've realized, wow, like they were actually very cool to let me come in and do that. And I went in and we did it. I think I did one pass of it. And it just was that feeling of like, you know, what I was going through like at the same time, like feeling put into a box, craving this freedom that you crave so much that you describing it is just dumb. Like you want to paint it, like you want to, like words can't express like how much you want to do, how much life you feel that you have. Yes, it was like a beautiful explosion for me internally, and that was it. I sent it to you guys, and they, you know, I think y'all were happy with it. I think it was all pretty simple. I guess what I'm saying is like sometimes material is so good that you just like your job as an artist is to leave it alone. And that doesn't often happen. So for me, the maybe like 5 times that's happened, like this is one of them where you go in and you're like, no, I get what the writers want me to get across with these words, and I feel it, and there's no need to mess around with it.
Had you listened to any, were you familiar with number stations before you came into this? And if not, I mean, did you listen to one just to sort of get a sense of what they were? Have you listened since? Because they are super creepy, and I can't stop listening to them and wondering whether it's like, maybe it's aliens. I know it's supposed to be spy stuff, but what was your exposure?
I didn't even know up to this point, literally, that was a thing. That's a real thing.
Yeah, there are stations where like a little tone plays. It's like do 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 4, 11, 15, 23, and then like the tone plays again. It's like a band of radio, and I think during the Cold War, it was used by like the British would broadcast, and somebody who was there, somebody who was undercover somewhere, could tune into the radio station, hear the message, which anybody could hear, but only they would be able to decipher it. So,
wow,
it's bizarre, and there's a whole community of people who track these down and try and crack the codes and figure out what's going on and whether or not they're still in use and what they actually were. It's haunting to listen to. It's very, very frightening.
Oh my God. I totally knew that was a real thing and looked into it. Oh my God. No, I had no idea. I mean, you guys came up with so much wacky shit. I can't tell what could be real and what is just Night Vale.
That's true.
Man. Wow.
Yeah, that is one of those Night Vale traps where it's like, is this a thing or is this not a thing? It's like how a couple episodes ago, I didn't know that narwhals were real.
Yeah.
So it's like that.
Yeah, and you're like, I could Google it, but then will I feel like an idiot? Like it's a war within myself all the time.
Well, I encourage you to take a dip into this, but I didn't realize that they were real until the earlier part of this episode where we were talking about. It's like, oh, hold on, I'm on Wikipedia right now, and I've got the scariest clip ever, and then I played it for everybody, and it was I sent it to Symphony and then watched her face while she listened to it because I knew of the three of us, she would be the most creeped out by it.
And I was deeply creeped out. Hey, Molly, one of my favorite parts of this episode and of your portrayal of Faye is the singing. It's just so unabashed. And I know that you already, like, you have a nice voice. Like, I knew you sang, but like, has that been a passion for you? Like, did you, I mean, because you could have just sang it like really quietly, but you really just belted it out, girl.
Well, I felt that, I felt that was Faye. I felt that was, again, this kind of, for me, like coming out of adolescence and like even becoming a teenager and then a young adult, like you have these moments where it's like, no, like I feel good and I want to fully express it and I don't care who knows it. And so that was like the energy that I simultaneously was feeling and that Faye was, like reflecting. Singing has been a bizarre journey for me, if I'm honest. It's something that like I was, like given lessons as a child and continued probably like on a weekly basis until I was 19 or so. And then I stopped because I was like, I don't think I'm really feeling this. Like, I don't know if I actually do express myself in this way. And then all these little things started happening. Like first it was the opportunity with you guys with Night Vale. And I was like, no, I do understand singing as an expression, especially as it relates to this character. So I should probably keep this up. And then more animation opportunities like started coming up with singing and then musicals. But a real like love for it, a real love for singing hadn't hit me until a few months ago.
Oh, really?
Actually, yeah, I found a teacher that we clicked, which is also, it's that thing of like how different your experience can be with a good mentor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I've gotten back into it on a weekly basis and recorded like a new demo for some other projects, and yeah, it's funny because like I'll think about it, I'm like, okay, Molly, you're gonna spend time doing X, Y, and Z, like acting, violin, and singing. You don't have to do all three of these. Like, only do what makes you happy. And like, I'll sit and I'll think about it. Yeah. And I'm like, no, I actually enjoy being in LA traffic and getting to this singing lesson and trying to find parking and like doing like, 45 minutes of the song or whatever that I'm preparing. Like, even with all the frustrations of getting around, and paying for something yourself. Right. I was like, no, I love this, but I love it now. Like, I can't say that I loved it, even a year ago. I don't think I fully understood what that could be in my world. So it's funny that you ask.
Yeah, it sounds like you love it when you're performing it, whatever it was 4 years ago. There's definitely a passion there. So I'm glad that it found its way back to you. Yeah,
me too. And that was definitely part of the journey. I think probably the very beginning of it. And who knows? Like I think things like singing maybe felt very feminine, and I was always pushing against people seeing me as like a doll, as something fragile and sweet, because I liked to be tough and rough and, to go out and like really like get my hands dirty. And I think like even just with vocal quality, I think it had to do with that I wanted people to take me seriously. And for some reason I thought singing made people take me less seriously. Like it's silly, but I think that had something to do with it. And now, I just say, fuck it, I like doing it. And so that's all that really matters. And all those other thoughts were, insecurity. And I mean, we all go through that. And I mean, it's a relief if you can get over any insecurities, I think, that you have.
Yeah. Not giving a shit is like a superpower.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
For real.
It's a superpower. It's crazy. I do feel like more powerful now.
And you are very powerful. One question we like to ask guests on our show is, when did this episode
March
come out?
1st.
March 1st of 2014. So what was your life like March 1st of 2014? What was going on in your world?
What was going on? I was shooting Castle. And I believe I had started dipping my toes into producing a feature film that was a real pain in the ass, but I was, gonna see it through. What else was going on? I only had Piper. I didn't have Pikachu.
Those are your dogs?
Yeah, those are my dogs. Yeah, so my life was devoid of a good amount of joy.
Wait, which one's the smallest one?
So that's Piper, who's 9. She'll be 10 soon.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah. And Pikachu is she'll be 5 soon.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're so blessed.
Yeah.
You're so blessed.
You're blessed with dogs.
Your babies are all grown up.
Yeah, I know, but at least they can't physically get bigger. I made sure of that. But yeah, and I also I didn't, in 2014 I hadn't met Alon yet, who's my boyfriend, and I wasn't as happy. It was funny. I was busy work-wise and I was enjoying that. But it's strange to think that I know I was happy then, I felt happy, but the level of happiness that I feel now, fulfillment-wise, being in love, creating more separation between people that were actually good friends and people that weren't so good friends. I feel like my life is much healthier now than back then.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought that it's nice when time does good things to people.
I was going to say, I love getting to see you over the year. I mean, I've known you. Geez, how old were you when I met you? Were you 17? 16?
Yeah, 17, I think. Yeah.
Just watching you evolve as a person has been such a joy to see.
When was it the worst, Hal? Was there a moment when you were like, oh, this could go poorly?
Look, that's ongoing, but the point is, you're always on probation with me, Molly. No, I was always struck by, you were always enthusiastic coming into Thrilling Adventure Hour, which was so great, and also really professional. I was thinking before you were talking about sort of the concerns people had around you, and that strikes me. I'm sure there are a lot of factors at play there, but part of it feels like a prejudice against youth, that because you're young, you can't have it together, but you were always responsible. You were where you needed to be. You had your stuff down. So, but watching you evolve, spiritually evolve, that's more what I'm talking about. I think you've always been wonderful. I love you. I love spending time with you. You're such a pleasure. But watching you take ownership of yourself and just blossom as a human is just amazing. And I love seeing it. And it every time I see you, you're happier and more fulfilled as you've sort of achieved, you're talking about, a balance in your life. So kudos to you.
How? Thank you. That means a lot. That's unbelievably kind. And I'll put the check in the mail tomorrow.
Great. Just make it out to cash.
Yeah, for sure.
That's your DBA, cash.
Yes, that's
cash
DBA.
Yeah. And you're right. It did kind of have to do with ageism, which it's a tricky thing to look back and realize that now and how frustrating that was. Being expected to not have my shit together just because I was young, and having it not be seen that just because I was enthusiastic did not mean that I was scatterbrained. Right. And it felt like no matter how many times I proved that to certain people, I never actually proved it, which is why, you three, even with Welcome to Night Vale and Thrilling, y'all made me not doubt myself, because that's what starts to happen. When you continually try to prove something and people don't believe you, you doubt yourself. And y'all really cleared that up for me. So thank you.
Well, you were nothing but professional every time we were hanging out. So there was no reason to treat you any other way. We take it at face value. The best. Over here.
Oh,
yeah, people who don't have their shit together don't last long.
Right.
Welcome to Night Vale world.
Yeah, that is true.
It's true. I think I almost lost it that one night in Portland at the Tiger Bar. But
I love that bar.
That bar was the best. But there was one performance where Symphony and I went out between acts. And that one almost did me in.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Hey, I didn't know about it. So if you're gonna be messing up, at least you're not getting caught.
Oh, so. Yes. Yeah, always better to ask for forgiveness. Or just, make it a funny story later, like we've done.
Yeah, we can talk about it 4 years later, and I can just be happy that you were there. Portland was a good time.
Yeah,
so good.
It all worked out. Everything was fine.
Yeah.
Everything.
No one got hurt.
No.
No one got hurt. All our limbs survived.
And we performed. We did our best. We looked cute.
We looked so cute.
That's the most important thing. We get out there, we show our best ways.
I mean, Symphony and Meg, I couldn't believe. It's like magic how quickly and how capable you guys are of putting yourself together. Like that first tour, especially, I couldn't. Like there were days when I was just like, I'm looking at this lipstick. I don't remember how to put this on. Like I don't know what I'm doing. And I was so determined that if I got to like tour with you guys again, that like I was gonna, do better. I was gonna take the lessons that I had like learned from watching you guys and improve. And I totally think I did. Like I will think about the second tour sometimes and like pat myself on the back for how I felt.
You did bring some killer looks.
Yeah.
You had some good dresses.
Yeah, I had some
You
good
really
dresses.
did.
My hair was curled. Like I was on it. But that was because of you guys. Like you guys kept the bar so high.
I still sometimes throw my hairbrush and scream that I hate it.
But then sometimes
it goes
up. Sometimes it goes up in the first try, and you're like, I'm glorious.
Don't question it.
Sometimes
don't question
you do the wing perfectly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the eyeliner just wings perfectly, and you don't have to, or your lip liner goes on, and you don't have to keep redrawing it until you look like Ronald McDonald.
And you're like, I'm goddamn Da Vinci over here.
Yeah. You take the good with the bad. I think that's all you can do.
And that's it. There you have the facts of life.
There you have the facts of life. Well, thank you so much, Molly. Thank you for all of getting. Just thank you for being you, and thank you for doing our show, and thank you for all your work over the years. It's been an honor and a pleasure and a joy in all of our lives.
Well,
I answer for everyone.
I feel the same. I love you guys. Thank y'all for having me on. Anytime y'all want, I am down. I'm team Night Vale all the way, forever.
Yes.
Yay.
You heard that in perpetuity.
Hell yeah.
Thanks everyone for listening to this episode, Numbers. Next time, we will talk about The Visitor. In the meantime, please feel free to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/goodmorningnightVale. That's patreon.com/goodmorningnightVale. And as always, friends, fans, and enemies, good morning, Night Vale. Good morning. Come in.
Good Morning Night Vale is a Night Vale Presents production. It is hosted by Symphony Sanders, Hal Lublin, and Meg Bashwiner. It is edited and mixed by Vincent Cacchione. It is produced by Meg Bashwiner. Theme music by Disparition. Special thanks to our guest this week, Molly Quinn. Leave us a voicemail at 929-277-2050 or email us at info@goodmorningnightVale.com to share your theories and ask questions, or to tell me how much watermelon you can eat before throwing up. This show is powered by our patrons, like Kathleen Sweet, Willow Jordan, Shadow Side, Sarah Sherman, and Robert Marvin. I love these patrons so much that I quietly whisper their names to my horse figurine collection before bed every night. If you are interested in helping us put a Band-Aid over the bleeding concept that all art should be free, but that all artists should be able to eat, check us out at patreon.com/goodmorningnightVale. For more information on this show, go to goodmorningnightVale.com and follow us on Facebook and on Twitter at Night Vale Chat. Special thanks to Christy Gressman, Jeffrey Craner, Joseph Fink, and Adam Cecil. Today's adverb is warmly. Her ass was warmly welcomed to the hot and sticky vinyl seat, where it would become fused until autumn.